Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome back to the Terraria Christmas adventure, day 24. So it's Christmas Eve, we're almost done. Exciting times, right? Christmas Eve is like one of the best days there is. It gets you really hyped for Christmas. It's honestly the best. Fun fact about me though, I actually celebrate kind of like Christmas on Christmas Eve anyway, because I live with my girlfriend. And we live away from our families. So what we do is we celebrate it together at home on Christmas Eve. So then we don't have to haul all of our gifts to like a family members and then open them. So I kind of get two Christmases. It's great. So I've had my Christmas and it was wonderful. So we got a bunch of comments yesterday. You guys were trying to help out. Some people were a little bit confused as to what was going on because they don't get wiring. And some people were extremely triggered because I do wiring terrible. And don't worry, if I knew what I was doing, I would be triggered too. So I honestly don't blame you guys. But we did actually get a comment from ChippyGaming, who is somebody who is well known in the wiring community for breaking a bunch of records and just doing some really crazy things with the game that nobody ever expected. Well, he actually wrote me a comment that said, you actually have to make sure that the dummies don't get hit by your piercing shots, and that also you have to lower the block down by 1, so it's more like this. So that's how it's meant to be. My only fear is that when I actually get inside, some of the enemies themselves actually do piercing shots. Like the Christmas tree does a piercing shot. But I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to see what happens. Right? I'm going to turn the trap on. We're going to get in, and we're going to see. So what I need to do is I need to get in without the spiky balls. So I've built this extra switch so that it's like this. So this is our invincibility machine, apparently. But you can't take piercing damage. So we shall see what happens. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. I've got no potions for this. Just what is literally there. So we'll see what happens. Of course, I'm going to live through this first half, because this first half doesn't have any piercing shots. But I want to see what happens with the piercing shots. But apparently this is an invincibility machine. So I'm pretty interested. So we're going to have to wait until something else pops along. I know I spent a few days doing wiring, and I know a lot of people wanted me to go all the way until the Moon Lord. But I was kind of thinking about it, and I was kind of like, well, I'm not 100% really interested in that. Because I do want to do the Moon Lord. But then again, I equally don't. Because I feel like, in honor of Python, like Python always ended his series with, you know, the event. That's what it was all building towards. But then again, there are a few things I did want to do a little bit more of. Right, so let's see what happens here. So we have a big giant morning wood on top of us. Even worse. Let's see what happens if any of these piercing shots happen. You know, I don't know if they will. So this is working well. Is it even getting the ravens? I think it is. So there's the poltergeist coming in. I know this can be very hard to watch, by the way, because it's obviously shaking up and down. So I'm only showing you this for an example now. And then what we'll do is we'll cut ahead and see what happens. So what I'll do now is I'll literally cut ahead and see if this carries on working. And I'll cut back in if we start taking damage, okay? I'll see you in a second. Alright, so it was coming up to the end of the night. And it was going perfect. And then I forgot the golden rule, which is don't put piercing shots down. And the first thing I did was put down a Nimbus rod and kill myself, essentially. But it was going well. If anything, it was a little bit slow. But, I mean, what can you expect? It is an AFK farm. It's not like actually killing anything. But yeah, so it works, which is fantastic, which means we can now move on from that. So some of the things I wanted to get done before the end of the series, I wanted to build a little bit more. I also want to finish the buildings that we've already got. And then I wanted to see how far we could take it with whatever, you know, armor and weapons we get. So when this event ends, which will end in 5 seconds, I'm going to get killed before then. Ah! Oh, God. Now, the event is ending. Oh, solar eclipse, really? Oh, I can't be bothered with this. I'm going to get back in my AFK machine. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, so we got a lot of things. We got the trophy. We got the necromantic scroll, which is better for next time. We also got the candy corn rifle. And that's about it. I still haven't tried candy corn, by the way. If you're a fan of Chippy's Couch, I mentioned candy corn a while ago. I still haven't tried them. I tried some candy corn M&Ms, and they were pretty nice. But that's about it. Right, I'm still getting killed by my traps. Right, so I'm going to wait until that's over, and then I'm going to go do some building. We might speed this up, we might not, because building is definitely something that I wanted to do. Okay, so I finished building that, and I'm pretty proud of it. I like it. It's actually inspired, like heavily inspired by another forum post, and I'll leave that link down below. Honestly, I'm not the most creative builder in the world, I won't lie, so when I see something I like, it's nice to replicate it, and also give a bit of credit, a bit of a shout out. But yeah, no, honestly, I wish I was more creative in Terraria. I really, really do. But I like what we did. So here's the plan. I have a grand scheme planned now. For where I want day 25 to go. Because, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm under a little bit of a time crunch. I don't have forever, I won't lie. But what I'm going to do now is, we're going to do, for the final of this episode, I'm going to tell you what I do when I farm the pumpkin moon and then the frost moon. So I'm going to do it. I'll jump cut little bits and I'll show you what we get. And that's because what I'm going to do is for day 25, I will try and defeat the Moon Lord using Christmas weapons. So I'm going to use a mage setup, so I'll probably pick Spectre Armor, and I'll probably go with like the Celestial Shell, the Magnet, I'll probably go with the defensive Spectre armor, and we'll give it a good go with the Razor Pine, because I've used the Razor Pine in the past for this, and it worked pretty well. But then I thought, you know, that's a nice little end to it all, because yeah, sounds cool. Right, so I've got my Tiki armor on now. I've got these reforged. I already started working on that, and let's see here. I can use 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. You know what I should do? I should set up a little area in here so that I can at least place down my my bewitching table like this. Can you do it there? Is that enough? Oh, that actually works. Does that affect the bouncing though? Oh, I wonder. I wonder if that affects your I don't know. I actually don't have a clue. Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to do my jump cuts, and I'll see you after I farmed a bunch. I'm basically just looking for a Raven Staff, and I'm also looking for anything else I can find that will make it a little bit easier. So I could do with Festive Wings as well. I believe they're a little bit better than the wings we have now, and Festive Wings will just make everything look festive. So I think we all know how that goes. So, unfortunately, for some reason my Terraria sound is broken. That usually happens when I minimize the game for too long. But that probably doesn't really matter, because what we're going to do now is we're going to try out the Frost Moon for the first time since I changed all of the arena, or since I changed the invincibility thing. I did farm the rest of the Halloween event. I didn't get anything good, really. I managed to build the Spooky set, and that was really about it. I did get a Bat Scepter, though, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't think I've had a Bat Scepter before. I know that's weird. I've seen them in videos, like I've seen them in other channels and stuff, but I've never actually had a Bat Scepter. I don't know if they're rare or not, but yeah, pretty weird, right? So let's see how this works, because this enemy has piercing shots. So let's see if that affects anything. But I will end the episode after this one, after this little event. It's a pretty weird episode. I'm going to have to mishmash a lot of stuff. I recorded a lot of clips throughout the day to try and make sure that I had a full episode, because I've got a lot going on for episode 25 that I need to get working on. So, let's see. How's it doing? It's doing alright. It's not doing bad, is it? I mean, that big giant tree being stuck up there, that's a little bit annoying, but other than that, it's going well. Right, I'll do a little jump cut to the end, and we'll see what we get. Alright, so that's the end of the event. Not bad. Let's wait for this NK1 to die. So he hasn't got much left. And let's see. You know what? I didn't get very far in the event. I didn't even get to kill an Ice Queen. Because, yeah, I just couldn't do it. I didn't have enough damage. Man, it's weird playing Terraria without any sound. It's very, very weird. So enjoy the sound of my voice, 'cause that's all you can hear. It'd be strange if you guys could actually hear the game sound and I couldn't, but I don't see that happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we're going to chill here for a minute, and this is what's dropped at the bottom. This is all we got. I actually got more loot and like more swag from doing the Pumpkin Moon, because the Pumpkin Moon is easier. So you get a little bit more. Right. Let's give this a go then. So, Christmas hook and a bunch of gold. Okay, cool. Alright, interesting. So, that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the series so far. Hopefully you'll have an episode for Christmas Day. If you don't, it's because it's coming Boxing Day, and that means I ran out of time. If that happens, I'm really sorry. It's just kind of how it is. I'm kind of like pushed for time at the minute, and obviously I want to go travel back home to go see my family. I'm sure you all get how that goes. So, I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe, or Boxing Day, but it'll be a great finale, so don't worry about that. So it doesn't matter if you have to wait a little bit, it'll honestly be a really good finale. So, thank you all for watching, thank you for supporting the series, enjoy your Christmas, hopefully it's awesome, hopefully you get some great gifts, see some family members and stuff. Alright, peace, I'll see you in the next one, guys, bye.